Hey ladies, today I am back sharing some traditions that you can use to bring Christ into your Christmas. I know it's not Christmas yet, but Thanksgiving is this week and things start getting crazy. I know a lot of people start decorating for Christmas right after Thanksgiving, and so I wanted to jump on ahead of time and give you guys some ideas for traditions that you can use with your family to really bring Christ into Christmas. Now, really quick, I want it to be clear that I am not against Santa Claus. We hang up our stockings and, leave cookies for Santa, but my kids know that the reason for Christmas is because of Jesus. And these are a couple of traditions that my family does that I wanted to share with you just to keep Jesus at the forefront of our minds this Christmas season. And let's just jump right into them. I have 6 traditions for you. The first is to bake a birthday cake for Jesus. I love this idea. I love making a cake and really just solidifying it in my kids' mind that this is Jesus's birthday. Now, I know, and we don't need to start tons of comments about how we don't know the real date, but this is the day that we choose to celebrate Jesus's birth. And so if my kids end up having less gifts than maybe they have had in past years, it helps to know that, hey, it's not your birthday, it's Jesus's birthday. And so this is a way that we celebrate, and we really just keep it in the forefront of our kids' minds that Christmas is all about who Jesus is. It's about what he did for us coming to this earth. And the second thing that we like to do at our home is attend a Christmas Eve service. Now, there are, some drawbacks because I know a lot of families get together on Christmas Eve, but my husband and I really feel like it's important for our kids to know that whenever we go into God's house, we're choosing him first. A couple years back, Christmas was on a Sunday, and there was a lot of people that didn't go to church on Christmas. And that to me is really sad because that's where we go. We go to his house every Sunday, but also I would think it would be really important to do it on Christmas. And this is something that this Christmas Eve service that my church really makes special. They do kind of a candlelight service, and there's special music that's played and all those things. A Christmas story is read, and it really just reminds kids that Christmas is all about Jesus. The next thing that your family can do to bring Christ into Christmas is by serving others. Really, God's word says that Jesus came to this earth not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. And we are to be Christ-like. That's what Christian means, is to be like Jesus. And so we can serve other people. And that might look different from family to family, but it might mean maybe making a meal for someone who needs it. It might be taking care of someone's kids whenever they have to go grocery shopping. It might be making cookies and taking them to shut-ins. It might be going to a nursing home and singing Christmas carols to people who can't get out. Make sure that servanthood is something that you're teaching your kids year-round, not just at Christmas, but Christmas is a great time to do that because it reminds us that we're being most like Jesus when we're serving other people. Another thing that my family likes to do is go to look at Christmas lights. We put on some Christmas carols, some religious carols, and we go around and look at lights. And as we're going and looking at these Christmas lights, it's fun to see, all the blow-up ornaments and things like that are on lawns. But we like to remind our kids as we're looking at these lights that in a dark world, Jesus is the light of the world. And just like you can see, that huge house that's lit up from far away in the dark, you can see those lights. We like to remind our kids that Jesus is the light of the world. And whenever we shine his light, even in a dark place, even in a dark world, we are pointing people to Jesus in that. And I think it's important to note that it's not so much that these traditions are something special, but it's really about the way that you handle these traditions. So I know there's a lot of families that go and look at Christmas lights and maybe it doesn't feel like it's really bringing Christ into it, but you can do the traditions that you've always done and then teach your children and use these traditions as teachable moments for why you're doing them. A perfect example was the Christmas lights, maybe baking cookies and giving them away, because then your kids start to realize we're not just doing this because it's fun for us, but we're doing this because we're honoring Jesus during this time that we celebrate his birth. Something else that we like to do at our house, and I know that they do this at our kids' church, is act out the Christmas story. So you might have, if you have an older child, that could be the donkey, and you have a little girl, she can be riding the donkey in like Mary. You can talk about the animals at the birth. You can talk about the wise men that were there and act out different parts. And this is really something that I have seen help my kids bring the Bible to life. So sometimes they read a story and they use their imaginations and it's great, but whenever they can act it out. I have one son that's very much a tactile learner, and so anytime that he can get his hands on something, anytime he can act something out, it really helps him to learn the lesson better. And you're going to have kids in your home that some are better at book learning, some are better with tactile learning, maybe audio. And so if you can incorporate all of those things into your Christmas story, it's really going to help your kids to remember the story and to internalize the story. So to remember that this matters to them. It's not just a story, it's not just something cute that happened, but this is something that matters to them. This is something that my family has not done in the past, but we are going to start doing this year. It's something that I found that I really wanted to start now that my kids are a little bit older. And what we're going to do is draw names at the beginning of the Christmas season. So the day after Thanksgiving, we're going to draw names, and no one's going to know whose name it is, but we're going to do secret acts of kindness for family members, trying not to get found out. So someone might take somebody's laundry for another family member without them finding out. Maybe picking up a dirty sock in the living room whenever someone else would have to do it. Secretly doing a chore. And that way they realize, hey, it's not about me. It's about kindness. It's about sharing God's love to other people, starting with the people under my own roof. These are all things that you can do with your kids that really they don't take a lot of preparation. I get busy moms, so I'm not going to give you a list of traditions that are like, you have to go out and spend all this money and do all these extra things that you're not used to. But I want to give you small practical ways to bring the Bible to life in your home and for your kids. Because this is really all about letting your kids experience God's word, letting your kids experience His love for themselves, and Christmas is a perfect time to do that. I wanted you guys to know that in the Thriving Mom Club for December, the Bible study that's going to be offered there is From the Manger to the Cross. This is something that is great for your kids. I'm actually going to be putting it into the Thriving Mom Club ahead of time. That way you can prep and be ready on December 1st. If you don't know what the Thriving Mom Club is, I wanted to share it with you. This is a monthly, it's kind of like Netflix for Christian moms. So there is a monthly Bible study that is added each month. It's completely exclusive to the Thriving Mom Club. You can't get it anywhere else. And every month there is video and audio lessons for Christian moms. These lessons are anything from personal development and finances to parenting to decluttering your home, spiritual and mindset changes, all of those things that are put in every single month. New lessons are added, and this is really just a community for Christian moms to grow. This is for moms that it's not just enough for them to survive motherhood. They want to thrive in their motherhood. They want to encourage their kids. They want to stop yelling. They want to have clean homes. This is for you. If that's what you want your motherhood to look like, make sure that you join the Thriving Mom Club. We are opening for enrollment right now, so make sure that you sign up. If you use the link that I'm going to leave you, you can get the first month for free. It's very reasonably priced, but if you sign up for the month for free and you just feel like it's not for you, you can just cancel. There's not going to be any cost to you. So I wanted to mention that here first. That way you guys can check it out and grab it. Remember, I am going to be offering From the Manger to the Cross on the blog for sale right now, but remember, if you are part of the Thriving Mom Club, you don't have to worry about grabbing that separately because it is going to be available in the membership club. So I hope that you guys have a great rest of your week, a great Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you guys soon.